Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is LeSquatch and welcome back to the Full Stack modded server. So since the last episode, a few things have changed around here, as was hinted in the end of the last episode. I had to take down the wind turbines from Mechanism because they cause FPS lag for systems that aren't as fortunate to be as beastly as mine. So they had to go. So now we are sharing the community solar panel hub thing, which I will show you where it is. It is this thing. Tier 3 solar power farm, and it's pretty awesome. It makes a considerable amount of power, so hopefully we won't have any issues with that. So let's just bounce all the way down here. So I've got several plans for this episode. One is to build a spawner, like a proper spawner room. And I've got the outline of it here. This is a 9x9, made out of basalt just for now, with these conveyor belts. Conveyor belts from Simply Conveyors. They're pretty cheap if you have the gold. Rails are also fairly cheap. So yeah, they'll spawn in here, get knocked over here, and then they can get killed by some killer joes, which is what I want to make first. So we have this big to-do list. Build factory, make EU2 miner, extra utilities 2 miner, upgrade the sword, which I think I've already done actually. Yep, I added more speed on it, so it should be like faster to recharge. It's pretty cool. Make a powered spawner, which is what we want to do today. Make autocraft stuff, make transceiver, make smeltery, make pizza, bulk storage, and farms. So stuff I've done since the last episode. I've made an enchanter from Ender.io, which is this thing, and you can sort of do custom enchants on that, which will be useful for the killer joes. I've made this, which is the resonator from Extra Utilities 2, which is the only way to make stone burnt, which is required for the quantum quarry, and a few other things from Extra Utilities. So let's put that away. What else have I done? Explored the fortress in the Nether. Didn't get too much good loot from there. I don't think I got anything memorable. Oh, yes I did. I got iridium shards, and the proper ones. So once we get into IC2 stuff, we can get quantum armor pretty soon, I'd reckon. So that'll be something really, really awesome to get into. New skies, yep, as I said at the end of the last episode, or maybe I deleted the clip, I don't know. But I added in the dynamic skies. Skies as in that sort of skies. Between the last episode and this one. Well, between sort of halfway through the last episode and this one. But anyway, it looks really, really nice. So glad that happens. Glad I put that in. It does come with some sound files which overwrite your vanilla stuff. So I ended up deleting that. But yeah, the visual stuff is really good. And I made a new wand. It is the swapping wand. So it's kind of like the wand of equal trade, where you can swap like a 3x3 area of one block for another block, which is pretty cool. And I ended up making the spawner room too. So I haven't made any of the other stuff yet, and I've also made this stuff, pattern grid crafter and some patterns for refined storage crafting. I haven't got into that yet, and I might get into that at the end of this episode. But let's first make a slice and splice, which is what we need. Oh, I don't need the dragon head. We need like a skeleton head. Right, what am I missing? Machine block. Yeah, machine chassis. And make another one. Good. Slice and splice. Excellent. So let's put that over here for now. Do we have power running under here? No, we don't. Why do we not? Okay, just haven't run it across. Let's run that across. Oh yeah, I can't remember if I said before, I probably have, but this is the recycler from Tech Reborn, and I can't get rid of it because the wrenches don't work. So I'm keeping it there for now, but I fully intend to get rid of it. I'll probably just have to break it and then remake the items needed. But anyway, that's something for another day. So let's make a powered spawner, and for this we need the Z logic controller, or the Z logic controller. So we need shears and an axe to be in there, then we need a zombie head, solarium, redstone, and silicon. So let's get the axe out. Thought I made this ahead of time, I guess not. Shears. Yeah, I swear I did. I must have used... Oh, it's the slice and splice. Used that in the recipe. That would be why. Right. Zombie head. Got several of those. Let's get one out. Solarium. Get 2. Silicon. Get 2. Oops. Not silver. Silicon. Get 2. And throw it on the ground. Redstone, get 1. Okay, that'll do. So can we just shift all this in? Almost. Redstone, 2 solarium, And it's going. Progress 6, 12, 18, 24. Cool. It's actually quite fast. It's faster than I expected. So, what else do we need to make the spawner? We need electrical steel, which I have made. And we need vibrant alloy, which I also have made. So hopefully we'll be able to make this in one go. Spawner. What are we missing? Vibrant things. Oh, I thought I had enough. Maybe I do not. Now I do. Yeah. God, also, I just love auto crafting. It's just so useful. Yeah, I reckon I must have used those things for the energy upgrade stuff for the tools. For the armor, I mean. So now we have the powered spawner. We need a broken spawner. And for this I'll just use I've got 2 blaze ones and a cave spider one. So I'll get that out. And the first one we want to make is a zombie pigman spawner. Because I'm forever going over to Milk and Nick's place and using their gold farm. And I thought it's about time I make my own one. So that's probably the best of ideas. So I need to remind myself how to soul binder. Okay. So is that the one we just made? No, that's a slice and splice. We need a soul binder as well. Soul binder. Can we make that? Nope. Machine chassis again. Bane of our lives. I can only. Oh, I was going to make more to back them up, but I can only make one. Never mind. And then just plonk that on the side. Gonna need to like shape up this room a little bit more. Can I? There we go. Soul binder. So I put the zombie pigman in there, the broken cave spider spawner, use player XP, and I'll be back when this finishes because that's going to take forever. Oh man, listen to the noise it makes. That is cool. And here we have it. I added in a double layer capacitor to speed things up a bit. So we have this broken spawner zombie pigman. Let's go over to the anvil. Excuse me. And combine these 2 things. Yep. Zombie pigman spawner. Awesome. And so let's have a look to see how we make a Killer Joe before we do anything too drastic. So we need, oh man, another thing from here. So we need another one of these. Damn, I knew I should have made more. And a zombie villager or a zombie. Okay, I think I've got a zombie in here. Nope. Is it called a vial of zombie? Yeah, okay, I do have a zombie. I thought I did. So I will get things ready to make one of those, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we need several things in order to get an automatic Killer Joe set up. But let's first place him down. I think if you just place him down opposite to where he's facing, that should work. Does he hit me already? Nope. You need to fill him with nutrient distillation. And in order to do that, you need a vat with netherwort, zombie flesh, and water. So we need to find a place to set that up. And I think actually just outside here would be a pretty good spot. So let's make this symmetrical though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 balls. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'll put it here. Actually, I don't need to break a block for that. Let's put that back down. Farming station here. I think it does a 3x3 by default. I'm not entirely sure. But let's do a netherwort farm because we don't currently have one. I mean, we have quite a lot of netherwort, but it'd be good to set up a farm. And then we can just like automatically pump this stuff into the vat without any real problems. And the benefit of doing a zombie pigman farm is that they also drop zombie flesh, so it'll be a self-sustaining one. So it's good to have this one to start with. Is that a good place to put it though? Because we'll probably need several of these farms, and I'll put a torturino in between. Do I have a spare one? Yes, I do. Happy days. So we put a torch there, another farm here, 3 across, another torch, 3 across, and it roughly aligns. Yeah, actually I think that does line up to get rid of this orange thing. So that's pretty cool. So we need to give this power, and we need to give it its materials, so let's go do that. So I think I almost have it done, but I just wanted to start recording at night, because just look at this this cloudscape. Ooh, congrats. But yeah, look at this, the sparkles, the clouds, oh, it looks so nice. Can we see the moon? Oh yeah, look at that. Just look at that moon. That is so cool. Ah, so cool. So after like almost an hour, I've managed to wire this all up. So this is producing nutrient distillation. It's being powered from below and water's coming out from the side. You need a 2x2 of this because I spent ages with the 2x1 and it wasn't working. I was getting frustrated. It's being powered, like these cables can connect to the energy conduits pretty easily. So that's pretty useful. Can I show you it? No. Yes. So this connects. It looks a bit derpy, but it's technically connected. So that's all wired up. It should be getting over here. Yes. Okay, it's filling up. It got stuck a little here, and I thought it might have needed a pressurized tube to go upwards, or maybe gravity was working on it in that way, but nope, just needed to make more of it. So that's filling up very nicely. I think we don't have enough to make another one, so I think I'm just gonna like reconfigure the conveyor belts to actually just go into that one spot rather than 3x3. Did I just track? No, good. So if we do this, and if you shift on these, by the way, you can walk on them without being distracted. Let go of shift, whee! So we need to do this first before putting a sword in Killer Joe, otherwise Killer Joe will start attacking us. And that is not... Ooh, show range. Oh wow, that's quite a big range. Damn. I did not know it could do that. Cool. So, yeah. Just now we can set up the Killer Joe. Just now we can set up the Killer Joe. Words, English. Sorry. Still trying to keep it a little low profile because my girlfriend's sleeping in the next room. So I have to be quiet. But I went ahead and made the Ender Sword. And we want to put mending on it. And in order to do that, we need an experienced rod. I was going to say wand and rod at the same time. So I got those materials ahead of time. And then we need a written book. No, a book and quill. That's the one. Do we have an ink sac? Yes, good. And we have feathers. Perfect. So then we go to the enchanter, put this in. Oops. Like that. And then some lapis, which I always forget. But luckily you can leave it in here. It costs 21 levels. Do I have... Oh, I've got some solid experience. This is going to be enough to get me up to 21 though, is it? No. One sec. Right, so we have our levels now. Let's do this enchant. Mending. Sweet. Oh, do we have enough levels to put this on? Please say yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. One other thing I quite like to get on here is XP boost. So we need gold and lapis. Luckily we have some gold. Got quite a lot now. I've finally been starting to use the resources from the void miner. So another book and quill. Pop that in. How many? Oh, 18. And not enough for tier 3. So let's put 48 in. So we need 25 levels. Okay, that can wait for now. Let's test this out first. So give you a sword. And is it going to hit me? Oh, yep. Get out of there. So I don't know whether I need walls for this. I probably do. Ow. Quit it. So we need to put... okay. Yeah, I'm just going to take this sword out before he kills me. So take that out. And we need the powered spawner first. Can we place it... No, we need another block. Okay, this grass block will do. Grass block. That actually looks a bit weird, but the conveyor belts are actually only one block tall. Powered spawner. Break this. And then I'll get this hooked up and we should be able to spawn zombie pigmen. So here we go. Luckily they get aggroed at Killer Joe, so they're bouncing along for a little bit. Oh, I need to turn my magnet off. Want the thing to get the XP. Oh, mending's keeping up. Same can't be said about the speed of the zombie pig. Let's just kill this guy. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, this will keep on going until I turn it off, won't it? I'm going to also need to put some barrier up to stop the zombie pigman from escaping. So I thought for that we could have glowstone glass because this stuff looks amazing. Glowing glass. How much can we make of that? A stack. Perfect. I must have made a stack of thickened glass ahead of time. It's almost as if I planned to do this. So can we kill you? And This is going to be fiddly. Can I... No. Die, please. Die, please. Die, please. Die, please. Die faster. Glass, glass, glass. And then do around the edges. That should be okay for now. Once we see the other ones spawn, the other guys spawn in, we should verify this. I can put a vacuum chest. Oh, hello. Sneaky. Die, please. Why is this still... Oh, okay, no. So, is this going to spawn some anytime soon? Ow. I never learned my lesson. Yes. Spawn, 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 spawn. Spawn. There we go. Okay, good. That's much better. But we definitely will need more of these Killer Joes. But that is good for now, and we are getting gold. Sweet. So I ran out of item conduits whilst trying to get all the stuff back here. And I'm stuck again. Whoop. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different. And so can I... There we go. So change... I need to change you to be insert. And hopefully we should see all the drops from the other place. That is not what I was expecting. Okay, much better. I actually hooked it up to the right thing this time. So all the drops are coming through. Then from this chest, if we run... Oh, torch. If we run an importer down into our system, in theory, we should be able to extract all of the drops from our Killer Joe region into our AE system, into our refined storage system, I mean. So that would be pretty sweet. So are we near any of the machines here? If I go up, yeah. So I need to get under this and into here, into here. That should be okay. Let's have a look. So let's try this. I've never done this before, so bear with me if it goes wrong. I'll need to move... Ooh, hello thing in my face. I will need to move... Oh. I thought you were a zombie pigman. That could have been interesting. So yeah, I'll have to move this across like so. And then run this cable across so that we have enough space to put a block in between. So I'll run this along. So hopefully now if we connect this section up, we should see all of this stuff leave the system. Or leave the chest. Is it working? Yes, it's going down. Awesome. So our first little look into automated refined storage. So if we then look at rotten flesh, yes, good, 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 good. And I added two 16K storage devices to this, so we shouldn't have any space issues just yet, at least. So now we need to feed it into here automatically, which probably means I'm going to have to maybe convert this into the conduits and have the fluid coming in from underneath, because then we can have the refined storage coming out the back. So once we link this thing up, we should see rotten flesh being imported into here. Perfect. How are we doing for the drops? Good. Okay, they've been funneled in. That's perfect. How is the sword durability? Perfect. We can still put looting 3 and XP boost on this, so I think I will do that. Here's one. Here's the other. Here's the last one. One enchant. Right, so instead of making so many jump cuts, I thought I'd take a little bit of an advantage of the spawner at spawn, Milk and Nick's one, because they said it was for everyone, so I just took quite a number of levels. But hopefully we won't need to bother them anymore after that. So now we can add sharpness 5 and looting 3. And that, I think, is the last bit of enchanting we need to do on this sword. So let's see how it fares. Now that's much better. We should hopefully be seeing quite a significant increase in the amount of rotten flesh and gold and all sorts of stuff we get from this. This is still running nicely. This is actually keeping up. I turned the torch arena off because even at 100%, it's pretty fast. I suppose I could do a storage thing for this, But I think I'll leave it off for now, because we have quite a lot of nether warts already backed up. Do I have it? I don't think I have it actually pumping into that system. Yeah, it's stocked up here. So, wait, how does that get into this? Oh, it's just pumping in through the item ducts. Okay, good. So that's working pretty nicely. Let's have a look, see how much gold we have so far. Well, loads of golden swords. So we're getting some gold nuggets. Oh yeah, look at that. That is sweet. So I'm almost finished with this little design. And I've filled in the walls so we can't see any of the stuff behind it. But we're missing at least 1 or 2 blocks from there. So I think what you can do is make conduit facades, which are... Oops. How can I get recipe? Facade. So they are... Come on now. Recipe. There we go. Conduit binder. Just in a circle. So if I paint this with the paper, does this work? It does. I only need 1 of them though. Let's see what happens. Conduit painting. Conduit facade painted with paper. Right click on this. Yes! Oh, that is good. That is really good. And I suppose we could block this up with dirt. We don't really need to worry too much about that. And yeah, fill this in as well. And this guy is keeping up really, really well. What a little trooper. And we can leave this on. We can leave this running because I've chunk loaded the area now, and everything is self-sufficient, providing this hoe doesn't break. But it's an obsidian hoe, so it won't break for a long time. So yeah, we are doing pretty well. So I think that will do it for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'd like to be very much appreciated if you have. This has been LeSquatch, and I shall say thank you. Oh, head banging. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next episode.